Monday morning on another job. It always seems to be prep. This is the paper that's coming off. See this stripy vinyl, and this is going to be lined and then painted. So you see where I've wet in, taking off the backing, but it's also, when this was papered, this is the backing off the paper I've just been taking off. You can see underneath there's more backing, and this is the old paper that was on underneath this paper. So it looks like someone's took the surface off and then just papered straight over the top, but following the same joints all the way around. Now in principle that's okay, but if these were bad joints anywhere where it was not stuck properly, then they'll just spring on the joints straight away. So if you are papering, and you're leaving the backing of the original paper on, then change where you're hanging your paper slightly, or take it off and cross line it. So again, a lot of the issues you won't know till you've took the paper off. So it looked quite neat against the ceiling there, but then this side you see all the cracking out, which I'll sort out with a little bit of foam. Not too bad, it's just here and there. Fairly straightforward, this one. But what will be getting done in the next 3 weeks, actually, this is booked in for 3 weeks from now, this staircase, which really is in good condition. There's not really anything wrong with it. Almost looks like it's just been finished, but customer's just tired of the paper, so I'll go for a change again, strip all this off, lined and then painted. It's quite a big staircase, which will be fun. We'll take a look at this in about 3 weeks' time. All this will be staying as it is. It's just ceiling, walls and all the woodwork, which, like I say, really is in good nick. Not much wants doing. So we'll have a look at this in a few weeks' time. Well, what is happening when I'm stripping this off? The paper's absorbing the water, and then the contract matte emulsion underneath is taking the water as well, and then just lifting it straight off the plaster. So this won't have been sealed correctly, won't have been miscoated correctly. This really shouldn't happen. And why do we line walls? Well, when papering, if you're using a very thin paper, very light background, there's no way you'll be able to put your paper straight on top of that wall, because all these dark patches would show through the paper, and possibly on bad joints, because not all papers have good joints. So you may get the odd patch where it's reasonable, and then you get dark patches running up your joint because of the areas like this. So papering, you would line these walls to give it an even background colour, and also to smooth off the wall. And if you were just painting this wall, what would happen is when the light comes through the window and strikes across the wall, you would see the areas which have been painted and which have been missed. So it would just make it look horrible across the wall. So it gives it an even texture. Nothing to do with absorption, because if you had to paint that wall, your first coat of paint would deal with the absorption straight away. And again, when you line the wall, absorption is dealt with your first coat of paint. You'd always give it 2 coats. So they are the main reasons why you'd line a wall. And remembering cross-lining. As we dig deeper, we start to find more cracking out around this window. Quite bad. And what they've done, they've put the lining paper on and then put a layer of cork over the top of the lining paper and then papered on top. So this is the backing paper. So I've not seen that before. You do see some daft things, but that just create more problems when you take your paper off. It's not been solved, it's just been bodged. It's not a proper fix, that. So what I will do is, like I've done on this side, I'll run my Stanley blade all the way round, cutting it neatly, then strip up to it. See what we're left with then. Probably will have to touch up the odd bit, fill the odd hole, cold air coming in through there. Yeah, not straightforward. I would definitely say that prep is easily 95% of your work. Because even on your final day, you've still got to, if you're glossing or putting your top coat on, you still have to prep that woodwork to receive that gloss or the final finish. So it is, prep never ends till your final day. But what may start out to be looking reasonably easy to do can quite quickly turn into something very awkward. So again, uncovering more cracks around this new build property, plasterwork, going up to the ceiling there. Not good.